So there's a little bit of a story to that. It's my life's motto, not necessarily work, but generally that's how I approach life. The quote actually came from a movie I watched, Braveheart, starring Mel Gibson. So this was back in 1995. So I'd have to get into a little story about the movie for you to understand. So basically, William Wallace was like a Scottish warrior back in the day, and in the movie, he's about to be executed for treason for going against the English king, and so he's in the tower, he's tied up, and the woman that he's in love with, who happens to be the king's son's wife, because they're in love. So she comes to him and she's trying to plead with him to just accept whatever the king is saying so he can be let go, or at least have an easier death. Because at that time the deaths were quite horrific. Yeah. So we call it hung, drawn, and quartered back in the day. So she was pleading with him. And he said that if he gives in to the king, then everything that he's ever fought for, lived for, is dead already. And the woman was like, but you will die a horrible death. And that's where he goes, every man dies, not every man really lives. And that quote has stuck with me ever since. And it was like an epiphany that I had, that no, and I'm gonna live life irrespective of my situation, what I think I'm lacking, what I think I'm just going to do it, and
a day
at a time. So when it comes to my work ethic, I try to also be a little, try and push some new ideas in there, not to be so afraid, because once we're gone, we're gone and we don't have a second chance. So whilst we're here, just be yourself and go crazy, a sensible crazy.
I like that, a sensible crazy, yes. So music, listening to music is one of the ways by which most people relax after a hard day's work.
Right.
Do you do sing? And if you do, share with us your favorite music.
Yeah, I love to relax to different kinds of music. I love all kinds of music. I love rap, it depends on the song, pop music, Latin music. But my usual go-to is classical and opera music. So if I need to relax, I'm listening to classical music, I'm listening to opera, by the greats.
By the
greats, and that soothes me. So if you pop into my office once in a while, you're going to hear me listening to some...
And that will tell me Michelle is a little stressed out, right?
In a way, it helps me relax. So people like Maria Callas, so forth, Montserrat Caballé, all these people, they just help. But again, it feeds into my artistic background. Because of the art and what we study and the history. And also I was raised up in that music. My father listened to a lot of classical music, so as a child, when you're in that environment, you get stuck to it. So I grew up listening to a lot of that, and it's become a love of mine.
You developed that love for that kind of music.
Yeah,
okay. I did. Academia Talks TV, a unique, interesting talk show.
Yeah.
Why did you think about that? And why did you start it?
Yeah. I sort of woke up one day, going through the day-to-day grind of being an academic. You're teaching, you're marking, you're teaching, you're marking, you're teaching, you're marking. It's just monotonous, and the daily grind was driving me crazy after a while. So I woke up one day and I'm thinking, listen, is this all there is to academia? Am I going to do this for the rest of my life? And is that all? I'm like, no, academia can be interesting. The people make jokes out of all sorts of serious issues. Academia is one place I know that we could actually put a spotlight on the academic community, let people see what our trials and tribulations are, let them see our ups and downs, but also in a funny, engaging way. So it just like, it just popped into my head that, listen, let's try something new, and how about social media, because that's where it is at the moment, so the power of social media. So I thought if we could bring academia online in a way that's funny, that's engaging, and that's relatable, and I think we could have something there. So that's why I started. But also as a stress reliever, because when I'm stressed as an academic, the first place I'm going to is TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok, and why we should be able to go to academic related things to also have fun.
Exactly.
So that's where the idea came from. It's been an interesting experience. Stressful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning what it is to do the whole show setup. It's completely crazy. It's extremely tiring. And also trying to be a YouTuber, that's another headache. So it's an interesting experience. We're trying to create something interesting for the audience. And it's important that people have an open mind about certain things and just be receptive to what we're doing. Also trying to support us. I'm trying to get everyone on board with this project. It's not a solo project. I'm trying to get everyone on board, students, staff, just to make this an interesting project so that everyone can benefit from what Academia Talks TV is. So hopefully it'll be a success. So that's what I'm hoping for.
It will definitely be. Thank you so much, Michelle, for coming to share with us all about your academic life.
Thank you for having me.
And to you out there, thank you for watching. I am your host, Professor Theresa Obuobisa-Darko. See you next time. Bye-bye.